From KQTV St. Joseph, this is KQ2 News at 10.
I would have expected more people in the seats in that van, and that certainly is the way it's going to be.
One city employee takes a 12-seat van to go to a conference at Tanterra Resort. At the same time, 11 other employees take 11 other vehicles to get to the same event. The story of your tax dollars at use tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alan Van Zandt. Recently, a van belonging to St. Joseph's Public Works Department's become one of the most talked about vehicles in the city. It's been the center of controversy at city council meetings and now included in some of the questions regarding a recent trip it made to Tanterra Resort. This is a 12-seat van purchased for the city of St. Joseph's Public Works Department. For 12 employees going to a water conference at Tanterra Resort, it sounds like the perfect vehicle to get there.
The van was used to go to Tanterra.
And with one person in it and nobody else?
Yes.
Public Works Director Bill Heatherman was just a couple weeks on the job in March at the time of the Tanterra conference. He says he's not happy with how the travel plans were put together.
I would have expected more people in the seats in that van, and that certainly is the way it's going to be.
In fact, in travel documents obtained by KQ2 News, the 12 employees of Water Protection took 12 different vehicles. 6 drove city-owned vehicles, and 5 took their own cars, 3 of which were reimbursed more than $200 each for mileage traveled. One other employee took a rental. Going
forward, we are going to be spending more time on focus on carpool and van pools so that we get the best bang for our transportation dollar. There were various reasons why some people needed to travel separate. They weren't staying as long. We had shifts to cover, but we could have done better, and I think we should have. As for the conference at Tanterra itself, Heatherman says the event is critical for education and training for his staff. He says many use the opportunity to gain credits toward keeping certifications. Meanwhile, at City Hall, Councilman Spanky Odell's been a frequent critic of the Public Works Department. He says the van is just one example of dollars not being spent wisely.
The wasteful spending's got to stop. We have to look at this, we have to tighten up, and we have to make sure that these things are out in front and they're not hidden and that we all know exactly what's going on.
It's our council's job to provide oversight and ask tough questions, and by all means, we welcome that oversight, and if we can get better, we will.
Total cost of the trip for the 12 employees was around $8,000. That included registration for the conference, hotel, travel, and a $46 per day stipend each employee received, even though most of the meals were covered by the conference registration fee. Heatherman says city staff are reviewing employee travel policies.